In this lesson, you'll learn useful business English for quality assurance, product inspection, and defect prevention. Let's begin. Phrase 1. Set quality criteria. Set quality criteria. Meaning, to establish the measurable standards a product or process must meet. Example: the engineering team set quality criteria before choosing the manufacturing method. Quality criteria can cover dimensions, performance, appearance, reliability, and safety. They create an objective basis for evaluation. Use this phrase during planning before production or service delivery. Now repeat, set quality criteria. Phrase 2. Inspect the product. Inspect the product. Meaning, to examine an item carefully for condition and compliance. Example: a technician inspects the product before it leaves the assembly area. Inspection may be visual or use measurement equipment. It compares the item with defined requirements. Use this phrase when checking individual products or samples for quality. Now repeat, inspect the product. Phrase 3. Check for defects. Check for defects. Meaning, to look for faults that make a product unacceptable or less effective. Example: the operator checked for defects after the machine was adjusted. Defects may affect function, safety, dimensions, or appearance. A consistent method helps teams find them reliably. Use this phrase during inspection, testing, or final review. Now repeat, check for defects. Phrase 4. Perform a quality test. Perform a quality test. Meaning, to carry out a planned examination of product performance or characteristics. Example: the laboratory performed a quality test on samples from the latest batch. A quality test follows a defined method and acceptance limit. Results should be recorded accurately. Use this phrase when evidence is needed beyond a visual inspection. Now repeat, perform a quality test. Phrase 5. Verify the specification. Verify the specification. Meaning, to confirm that an item matches its documented technical requirements. Example: please verify the specification before approving the component for production. Verification compares actual characteristics with the official specification. It can prevent unsuitable materials or designs from moving forward. Use this phrase in engineering, purchasing, and quality reviews. Now repeat, verify the specification. Phrase 6. Record a nonconformance. Record a nonconformance. Meaning, to document where a product or process does not meet a requirement. Example: the inspector recorded a nonconformance when the measurement exceeded the permitted range. A nonconformance record describes the requirement, evidence, and affected material. It supports control and investigation. Use this phrase when a quality problem must be formally documented. Now repeat, record a nonconformance. Phrase 7. Investigate a failure. Investigate a failure. Meaning, to examine why a product, test, or process did not work correctly. Example: a cross-functional team investigated the failure before production restarted. Investigation gathers facts and tests possible causes rather than relying on guesses. It should distinguish the symptom from the cause. Use this phrase after a significant quality or reliability problem. Now repeat, investigate a failure. Phrase 8. Contain the problem. Contain the problem. Meaning, to stop a quality issue from affecting more products or customers. Example, the factory isolated the affected batch to contain the problem. Containment is immediate protection while the cause is still being investigated. It may include stopping shipment or checking inventory. Use this phrase when preventing further impact is the first priority. Now repeat, contain the problem. Phrase 9. Correct the defect. Correct the defect. Meaning, to repair or remove a specific fault in a product. Example, the supplier corrected the defect and submitted new samples for approval. Correction addresses the affected item, while preventive work addresses the cause. The repaired product still needs verification. Use this phrase when explaining how a known fault was fixed. Now repeat, correct the defect. Phrase 10. Improve process capability. Improve process capability. Meaning, to make a process produce acceptable results more consistently. Example, new tooling improved process capability and reduced variation in the component. Capability describes how reliably a stable process stays within required limits. Improvement may involve equipment, methods, materials, or training. Use this phrase when reducing variation rather than inspecting every result. Now repeat, improve process capability. Phrase 11. Pass the final inspection. Pass the final inspection. Meaning, to meet all required checks before approval or delivery. Example, the equipment passed the final inspection and is ready for shipment. Final inspection confirms that required quality checks have been satisfied. Passing it does not replace earlier process controls. Use this phrase at the last formal quality gate. Now repeat, pass the final inspection. Phrase 12. Release the product. Release the product. Meaning, to formally approve a product for shipment, sale, or use. Example, quality assurance released the product after reviewing all test results. Release means authorized personnel have accepted the evidence and status. It is a controlled decision, not simply physical movement. Use this phrase when a product receives final quality approval. Now repeat, release the product. Excellent work! You have practiced 12 expressions for quality assurance and inspection. Choose 3 phrases and use each one in a sentence about a product or process. Following an issue from inspection to release will help you remember the language. Continue with the next part for more business English speaking practice.